Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and today we are jumping back in Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, where last time we killed a Mesmer. Unfortunately, they also happen to be a party member. But they kind of asked for it. So, you know, that's where we're at right now, standing over their body. We're just right at the end of this. Good morning. Hello, Bluebell, I see you. Sin says, how does it feel killing a party member? Well, they were basically a mesmer. They were literally making illusions of dead people on this ship. So they were very mesmery. And then they called demons. So, you know, we did what had to be done. We did what had to be done. Can this character get Psi rating 2 at this level? Character level required 20. No. Okay, cannot get that yet. Let's see, be smart. Okay, in that case, we gotta figure out what this is going to get. You made a mesmer into you made a bad mesmer into a good mesmer. Congrats. Let's see. All damage over time effects by the Psyker get a crit chance. Melting armor. I don't have... What is the strength on this character? 25. Okay, this one cannot use heavy armor. They would break under heavy armor. 7 logic. So since I can't get Psi rating 2 on this character yet, I don't have an immediate plan of what I should give them. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. Nimble's nice, just 10% flat bonus to dodge. Let's see, Combat Master. Rogue Inspiration. The first ability the Master Technician uses after the the first ability the Master Technician uses after the first heroic act costs 0 points. Until the end of combat. Oh, that's interesting. Ally coordination. All allies have 25% dodge, plus 25% dodge against attacks made by allies. Is to help with friendly fire? Interesting. So friendly fire's on, but you can spec into making it less bad. I mean, honestly, my enemies have accidentally killed other enemies so many times, so that seems fair. Cost effective. Tactical Respite, Salvation, Personal Involvement. Every enemy killed by the Master Tactician increases the Master Tactician's resolve by +1 till the end of combat. That's cool, but this guy doesn't give any kills. Let's see, Brink of Death, Stress Fire, against all odds. Begins combat with additional stacks of tactical advantage equal to the number of enemies. That's not bad. How could you? That party member came here with a simple dream, a dream of killing all humans. They were, they had a few thousand under their belt already when I put a stop to it. Pre-hit Master Edition's attack. It's 1 stack by tactical advantage. All of your abilities work as if you had 5 more stacks of advantage. Actually, that's probably better. Alright, we'll get that. Hidden advantage. Okay. Pascal, Robot Man. What do you got? Wait, I'm curious. Can I... No, that's maxed out. I was wondering if I could put more points there. Alright, Assassin. What do we have? Strength is 30. Can't give this guy heavy armor. So you create an opening... Is there any more cool mechadendrites down here? Give him any more robot arms? Utility mechadendrite. Plus 10 tech use and demolition. He's not really the demolition guy, but he is the tech use guy. Scanner mechadendrite. Perception plus 10. Not really the perception person either. Is the tech use person. I'll give him that. Alright, this is our gunner and demolition person. Let's see, bounty hunter. What do we got? Share the spoils. Whenever an ally kills prey, the bounty hunter gains half the bonuses. Gruesome kill. Whenever prey is killed, all enemies in 10 cell radius have their agility reduced for 2 rounds. Heightened concentration. Whenever the bounty hunter scores a crit, they gain bonus armor penetration till the end of combat. That's really nice. I love the stuff that stacks till the end of combat. Whenever you score a crit, the target's armor is reduced till the end of combat. Hunting Surge. Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by the bounty hunter or their ally, the bounty hunter gains bonus damage for 2 rounds. Withdrawal. Whenever the bounty hunter is attacked in melee range for the first time since the end of their turn, they automatically dodge that attack and move 1 cell in the opposite direction from the enemy. Does not provoke attacks of opportunity. So they dodge 1 melee attack per turn. I'm going to get a heightened concentration, but definitely considering withdrawal later on. Okay. Our possibly strongest character of all. Let's see. What are the options here? I guess friendly fire less bad is a safety measure for AoE spamming builds. Yeah. But like, for example, if someone uses certain guns in this game, there's a burst fire mode and they fire a bunch of shots, but each one's less accurate than the one before it. So sometimes it's like they like fire, and then like the last 2 hits hit their own allies. I've seen the enemy do that many times. Game. Hi, Andre. It says it under the video, but this is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. We're just doing a level up right now, and then we'll get back to moving around. Let's see. Tactical advantage, joint offensive. For every enemy hit by the Master Tactician attacking, 1 more stack of tactical advantage. Enemies hit by the 10% higher chance of... All enemies hit by the Master Tactician have a 10% higher chance of hitting cover when shooting at the Master Tactician's allies. It's combat with additional stacks, Brink of Death. The Master Tactician does 12% more damage to targets with less than half health, and heals 20% more wounds for targets with less than half health. Okay, Brink of Death is pretty good. Is there anything else I like more? Open to the Warp. Stable routes. Enemies moved by the Navigator's ability suffer 6 damage at the start of movement. Oh, this is pretty cool too. Whenever a Navigator uses Navigator ability, which we do every turn, Veiled Degradation is reduced, which would allow the Psychers to go more crazy. Threats and faults. Whenever an enemy fails a resistance test against a Navigator power, attacks against them gain crit chance. Reset by crits. Until the end of combat, enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer an additional 6 damage from all attacks of opportunity, but only attacks of opportunity. Undam the Sea of Souls. While under effects of any Navigator power, enemies have their armor reduced by an amount. This reduction is increased by the devastating parameter of the Navigator staff, but does not stack. Under my protection, allies that are targeted by Navigator abilities gain bonus. I don't have any Navigator skills that target allies. I just have offensive ones. Navigator gains +5 fellowship, and additional fellowship for every Navigator talent or Navigator power taken. Veil of protection, allies that are targeted by Navigator. Again, I don't have that. Alright, so we'll get stable routes for this one. Okay. Our would-be tank. Can we get heavy armor on him? Heavy armor proficiency. Hap. He's very happy. Alright, easy. And then this guy. This guy is kind of a mess. He's got a bunch of different stuff. Let's see. Like, if I get another party member, I'd probably replace this dude, Heinrichs. He's a weird mix of things. During shield. While the Vanguard has at least 1 temporary wound, they gain bonus parry and armor. I wonder if you get hit for an attack that removes your last temporary wound, if the parry and the armor are calculated before the attack hits your hit points or after. I noticed on one of the fights you keep not using your heroic act abilities. Desperate Measures and heroic act are the same ability. It's just one is a different momentum. Yeah, I just forget about it. Because it's something you don't have available to you the whole time, I constantly forget it's there. I'm working on that. Vanguard gains bonus parry against enemies that consider the Vanguard a priority target. Gauge stack of Unyielding Beacon additionally increases armor and parry. How does Unyielding Beacon work? Each attack they take gives them a stack of Unyielding Beacon. I think I'll get Enduring Shield for now. See, I don't understand how this guy was able to get Psi rating 2. It says character level required 20, but it let him pick it up at like level 16. Because he's 17 now. So I do not know why it let him get that out. I don't know if that was a bug or something else entirely. Alright, so this guy should be able to equip heavy armor now. Let's see, light, that's heavy. Dodge. Alright. 16 is the new 20. That sounds wrong. Honestly. This has the exact same stats, but it looks different. That one looks like. Okay. Alright. Made some changes. Quick save. Does he have another mechanical arm now?
Data meditation is terminated.
I think so. Alright.
There will be no peace in my
You killed a Barney
wake.
member? I did. Take and attack means give and receive, because you could take extra or take damage. Take an attack, not take and attack. Take and attack, like when they get hit. The Vanguard build is all about getting hit and getting tougher and trying to keep your allies alive. It's the tank. But they've got an interesting mechanic. There's a thing called it's like tactical advantage or something. And every time they get hit, they receive a hit, they get a stack of this buff. And then they've got a bunch of other talents and stuff that scale off of how many of those buffs you have. Alright. What part of that was inappropriate? The word that started with C, ring song. Omicron. Some characters started with different abilities, even if your character can't take in. He gets it mostly because he's an Inquisition agent. Okay. Alright, so I have not been to this area. Scan. Not explored magnetic storm. The magnetic storm raging above the planet blurs the gaze of augur arrays. Only truly powerful diviner machines may see through the currents of magnetic fluctuations in their blessed vigil and discover the mysteries of this emperor-forsaken planet. The rogue trader has decided to leave this unwelcoming world. Maybe he will return here another day. Oh, foreshadowing. That word, no, it has a very different definition, ring. I should say it has an additional definition. Plasteel. Sure. Alright, that was our last Extractium. The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your augurs detected the framework of 3 other similar structures that were never completed. For whatever reason, the dome systems failed, and left behind is this city, a ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. Explore the local palace. A lavishly decorated estate of the local ruler towers over rows of featureless bunkhouses. Several explorers perished from the cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard, but after losing their companions, the team easily disarmed the remaining traps in the estate. After losing companions, they easily finished. Anything of value was promptly delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Captain was even given an exquisite sword found in a secret cache that once belonged to the mansion's owner. Found a ghost sword. Okay. Check out the temple district. Objects discovered. Holy gifts. The temple district is situated at the heart of the city. The God Emperor's statue, intricately carved from precious crystal, suspended beneath the dome, supported by chains of gold, and can be seen from anywhere in the colony. Inspired by the majestic sight, the expedition members set off to explore the area with renewed vigor. Soon enough, they stumbled upon an ancient weapon, lying on a pedestal wreathed in sunlight. The expedition brought it back to the ship and told many tales about how the Emperor himself, who'd been watching them from above, had directed their attention to the sacred relic. Received blessed bolter casing, and acquired holy gifts and holy gifts. Gather supplies. Provisions, Mechanicus creations, ranged weaponry, and uniform kit. Your people flooded the city like a tidal wave, filled building after building, bunkhouse after bunkhouse, and receded from its quiet streets just as quickly. There were plenty of useful things among their findings, including foodstuffs and weapons. Drain the remaining fuel from the generator stations. The city won't need them. It takes several trips to deliver the massive Promethium storage tanks to your vessel. The crew grimly points out the colony was running out of fuel. Had the life support systems not failed prematurely, the locals would have perished due to lack of energy. Leave. Alright. Quick save. Space dust. Fuel. Okay. Alright. I just realized my ship is damaged. Repair that. Okay, back to the big mount. Let's see. Okay. Let's reduce the route difficulty by 1. And then warp there. The clan servicing the Void Shield arrays petitioned the Lord Captain for aid. Compartments were becoming overrun with putrescent fungal corruption. The mycelium claimed one chamber after another. The thick black spores poisoned the rogue trader's servants, causing their eyes to burst and their veins to swell until their skin ruptured. The clan was issued reinforced unirobes and gas masks so they could keep working while the soldiers burned away the infestation. By the God Emperor's grace, no perils of the war prevented the vessel from returning to real space. Rock the boat takes 6 damage. Chart new routes. Okay. Oh, we haven't found any of our planets yet. Celio Prophecy. Repair hull. Scan. Augur's Anomaly. Oh, it's like a foot mission? Sweet! So far, those are my favorite. The ones where I control the actual party members. The servitor looks past you, not noticing your presence. Personal pilots. It's like a jungle.
What lies beyond?
My warp site reveals something.
Rudimentary tools and devices are now covered in a layer of dirt and flora.
What?
The surface
a
bears the
shame.
marks of a determined and protracted effort. Someone made dozens of scratches, which chaotically intersect at different angles without any order or logic.
Operation successful.
Found some knickknacks.
Oh, one step at a time.
Inside the containers are the remnants of
How are you today?
stones and frescoes depicting a black spot surrounded by structures of some sort. Hello, Bertree. Welcome. Numerous ropes and cables end abruptly at the very edge of the pit, vanishing into the gathering darkness. The machine spirits have long since left this rusted shell of these ancient cogitators. Did Pascal just get hurt? Looked like he did.
My house would be
The barely
fine.
noticeable words in shaky handwriting read, "Touch the darkness and the darkness will accept you." The darkness swirls beneath your feet, a void of impenetrable gloom. You do not hear a single sound from the depths of the pit, no wailing wind, no rustle of dirt. Examine. The bright daylight cannot pierce the darkness lying over the slopes. The longer you look into its depth, the stronger the feeling grows that the darkness isn't just an absence of light. It is something immeasurably vast, endless, capable of reaching your farthest stars or swallowing a galaxy. Through sheer force of will, you avert your gaze. Heinrichs peers into the darkness in the depths of the pit. You feel the touch of an otherworldly chill. The interrogator arches an eyebrow. Whatever this phenomenon may be, there's no warp sorcery within it. Step back.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Is that all there is to do here, is poke the darkness? It looks like it. Alright, quick save. Bird says, I know you use Revenant for building home instance because of easy quickness. How do you feel about it in general play? It's fine. I mostly do pugging, and the thing with like support Revenant versus support Druid is it doesn't have any way of battle resing people. So support Druid, like I can carry a group on Bone Skinner even if they go down state 50 times. A Herald couldn't do that. Now that is just one specific strength of Druid, but I miss that when I play Revenant. But aside from that, it's better at giving stability to groups, and it can do Boon Rip. It has things it's good at too. Alright, stretch your hand into the darkness. At the edge of your consciousness, you sense something slimy and intangible answering your invitation for contact. It seeps into your thoughts, tasting your emotions. Surprise and curiosity envelop you, but these feelings are not your own. Willpower. Try to dominate the entity. Succeeded. You feel your way to the barely tangible edges of the entity's consciousness, separate it from yourself, and squeeze it until it is reduced to the size of a bead. The entity trembles, trying to break free of your mental grasp. Surprise, rage, elation, and fear replace one another. After a while, the entity stabilizes, but the moment you loosen your grip, it escapes, leaving behind a piece of itself in your mind. Gain 10 experience. Okay.
Sublime!
Oh, yes, it was Sublime.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I guess that's it here. How's life without an unsanctioned psyker treating you? There's a lot less surprises of the bad sort. Xenotech. Oh, I need more extractiums. I'm out of extractiums. Adamantine, out of extractiums. Xeno Ruins. Steel loot. Alright. Quick save. A report shows up on the Rogue Trader's personal cogitator screen. Unknown ships are towing the Interstellar Sexton, a cargo ship belonging to one of Footfall's wealthiest traders. It looks like the pirates have bitten off more than they can chew, and have now been forced to drag the ship to a more secluded space where they can plunder it undisturbed. Attack the pirates. As soon as they see you, the escort ships charge into battle at once, while the captive sextant powers up its warp engines. Unless the rogue trader interrupts the preparation for the jump, the cargo ship will forever vanish beyond the veil of the Immaterium, along with all the riches it is carrying. Send all available forces to intercept this interstellar sextant. Don't let it get away. Oh, is this gonna be a timed battle? Excuse me.
Hold fast! Our faith will be tested!
So, alright, so there's the little ships, and there's the one that's trying to get away. Dang it. That's not good. Can I restart the battle? Hold on. I wish there was an undo movement. I was trying to find the right angle to use the forward guns on the ship, but wasn't able to find it. Is Boon Herald enjoyable to play for long periods? Bird, whether something is enjoyable is going to depend on the player, not the class.
Voidmaster, if you please. Unleash our fury.
That was not a lot of damage.
Let the macro cannons sing their twisted song.
That was not a lot of damage.
Launch the devastating payload.
My shields on the right side are down. Oh god, there's two more of them? There's 4 fighter ships. That's super bad. My left and right shields are down. And this thing has a 3 on it now. All those torpedoes hit, and it did not take it down.
Engage the lads. Engage the macro cannons.
Right, that's down. 21.
The destination is known.
How does it have full shields again? Oh, it's because I'm hitting it in the side and not the back now. That's why. Reinforce one of the shields. Reboot the shields.
Sail upon the seas of void.
Steel your hearts!
God.
Unleash our fury. Commence the symphony of macro cannons. Initiate macro cannon barrage.
Oh, I really thought that was gonna kill that. Crap.
Drown them in the void. Commence the symphony of macro cannons.
I can't reinforce the left shields again? Alright, the rear then.